Liberian National Police keep our community safe? Want to know your rights and the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a safer Liberia. Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Police Dialogue, join the Liberian National Police and community leaders for weekly conversation on safety, rights, and road safety. Tune in on the official LNP Facebook page, Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Have you ever wondered how the Liberian National Police keep our community safe? Want to know your rights and the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a safer Liberia. Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Police Dialogue, join the Liberian National Police and community leaders for weekly conversation on safety, rights, and road safety. Tune in on the official LNP Facebook page, Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Have you ever wondered how the Liberian National Police keep our community safe? Want to know your rights and the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a safer Liberia. Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Police Dialogue, join the Liberian National Police and community leaders for weekly conversation on safety, rights, and road safety. Tune in on the official LNP Facebook page, Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Have you ever wondered how the Liberian National Police keep our community safe? Want to know your rights and the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a safer Liberia. Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Police Dialogue, join the Liberian National Police and community leaders for weekly conversation on safety, rights, and road safety. Tune in on the official LNP Facebook page, Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Have you ever wondered how the Liberian National Police keep our community safe?
Good evening from the headquarters of the Liberian National Police, and welcome to Police Dialogue, a public service program produced by the Liberian National Police. The program seeks to promote public trust and bridge the gap between the Liberian National Police and the public. In today's edition of the program, we have as our special studio guest the chair lady of Sonowen Community, Madam Lovina Kanga. She will be telling us her experience and how her community has been able to foster a stronger relationship with the Liberia National Police. We also have with us the Chief of Community Services here at the Liberia National Police, DCP Samuel G. Ford. The both of them will be telling the public about his engagement with the Sonowen community. When we come back, we'll go directly into the program.
Want to know your rights in the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a civil Liberia. Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress.
Thank you so much. And this program is being carried live on Sky FM 107.1. It is also being streamed on the official page of the Liberia National Police. To all those who have joined the show, we ask that you keep sharing the show, make your comments. And today we're talking about police and community relations. And the community under the spotlight this evening is the Sonowen community, not too far from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. They have been doing a very brilliant job when it comes to working with the Liberia National Police. What are some of the successes they have been able to score during their time with the Liberia National Police? What level has the relationship reached? We have with us Madam Lovina Kanga. She is the Iron Lady. She is the chair lady of that great community, a community with a higher youth population, how they're managing with the crime rate, how they're fighting drugs, how they are working with the police. And she's prepared to tell us just what they are doing. Your responsibility as viewers on the show, we give you the information. All we ask of you is please share the podcast, share the show, let it reach out to the wider audience so that people can be informed about what we're doing here at the Liberia National Police. We are begging you to share the show, give your comments so that we can be able to address some of the issues that you have. And this show is being streamed live on Sky FM 107.1. Madam, welcome.
Thank you.
Also to Samuel Ford, welcome.
Thank you, DCP Collins.
Okay. Madam, I just want you to tell our audience who is Madam Lovina Kanga, the woman that is doing well when it comes to community policing.
Well, let me first say thanks to the organizer of this dialogue and to our Commissioner Ford. You know, I can stop mentioning his name because he did a lot in our community today to have stability, to have safe environment in our community. So I'm Madam Lovina J. Krenka, chairperson of the Sonowen community and the newly elected vice chair for administration of the District Development Council, District number 8, and also a principal of the World Academy of Science and Technology.
Okay, you run the school also in the district?
Of course.
In the community, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to tell us, because the issue of community policing is geared toward fostering a good relationship with the police department, and when that relationship is good, then it settles down to fight crimes. So tell us, before your relationship with the Liberia National Police, how was the crime rate in your community?
Well, I just can't describe because it was very terrible. Yes, in our community. Anyone who knows the Sonowen community is known as the gangster community because in Sonowen, but then we have the black money, we have the drugs related crimes, you know, and just terrible crimes within that community. Even when you're sleeping at night, you have armed robbers within the community. And but then, if you are a policeman, if you enter my community, but then to go arrest somebody, actually, you won't carry that person because there will be a more violent. Everybody want to talk. Everybody want to protect, you know, the person that you come for. So at the end of the day, there was no collaboration. There was no understanding between the police and the community. But then, so the entire community was helter-skelter, there is nothing good that happening in Soniwe. And the public, they are aware, because to even pass on Johnson Street before, it was very terrible. Either your bed will lost, or your wallet will lost, or you'll be beaten. Situation like that before the police intervene. That's how we've been, struggling in our community like that.
And how is it now?
Well, I can now, boast of having a good environment, even though it's not 100% yet, but we are now free in our community. I was just discussing with one of my colleagues, and he said, I once passed on Johnson Street like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was terrible, but today I can pass through Johnson Street, I can pass through Soniwe, and I'm free. So everything is like smooth. The citizens there, we respect our police, we work along with them, and everything is just going cool.
Great.
But, yeah,
so at that time that you're talking about, before you foster the relationship with the Liberian National Police, what kind of a crime were on the increase?
Well, we have the black money, black money that will take you from another community, bring you, and then dump you, that they want to make you rich.
Okay.
Another one, they have the galaxy, they will have phones in their hand. Criminals, even if you refuse, they will jump on you. And then we are not safe to leave our things outside, even in the day. Another thing, they will even bust your door and rush on you in our community. And then when it comes to drugs, no, it was like special market, especially around the
open market.
Open market, in the Raleigh market. So you will find people selling bitter ball, chicken, and then you see the drugs. People holding out drugs in the plastic, and everybody like selling a business. This one is strong, and people were just taking drugs in the opening. You don't even have to hide yourself. You're free, you can sit anywhere in taking your drugs. Once you have that blanket to cover yourself, to have that feelings that you want to have. That's how we've been living. It was very terrible for our students. It was terrible for our children, because when the children leaving from the community going, the only thing they see is people taking drugs. When they're coming back from school, along the pathway and everything. So it was just occupied and terrible, and you dare not to talk, because they will come for you. So our place were, like terrible back then compared to now. Compared to now, we are very, very free in our community. Before, you can't even raise your voice and say the person said the drugs or the person invited to drugs, they will come for you.
Thank you so much. And I'll go over to Ford. Now you serve as the Chief of Community Services here at the Liberian National Police, and now you have forged a very strong relationship with the Soniwe community. How did it start?
Thank you so much, DCP Collins, and to the listening audience, I want to say thanks for getting to your radio and television. So whatever.
Be audible, please.
Soniwe community is like any other communities within the suburb of Monrovia, Central Monrovia. And the situation, as she's explained, emerged, and we had to be able to go in and then have an immediate meeting, and the Inspector General of Police we've been very much, because we all know that the LMP is built on the principle of community policing. So the IGP do not take these kind of things for when it comes to public intervention, police interventions. So we had a meeting with the Inspector General of Police, leadership of the Soniwe communities, and we had a very fruitful meeting with the Inspector General of Police, where issues were all about the issue of what she just spoke about, the issue of drugs addiction, drug abuse, drug trafficking, and black money market, all this kind of stuff. So we wanted to use Soniwe as a case study, like any other communities. So from that meeting, instructions were given to us to be able to enforce our community engagement, where if we went to the community, had a very good meeting. There's a model in community policing what we call the SARA model, where we use, the scanning, the analysis, the response, and the assessment. That's the kind of approach that we use within the Soniwe community. So we had a potential meeting stakeholders. We met all of the criteria, engaging the community members, where we had some interactive, engagement with regards to situation, how we can be able to solve this problem. Mind you, that community policing is all about solving problems.
Yeah, problem solving.
Problem solving methodology and approach. So we had a potential meeting, issues were being brought up, and the first thing we did was to be able to formulate the community watch team within the Soniwe community. And we conducted training for a couple of young people who volunteer, to be able to support the community in helping the police, buttressing the police to fight crime. So those people were being vetted, went through screening, and we conducted training in various modules of community-related training with regards to human rights, with regards to the do's and don'ts, with regards to the Liberian criminal justice system, with regards to conflict resolution, crime prevention and approach, and all these things. And we all understand that community watch team or watch front is serve as the eyes and ears of the police. She has been very instrumental. Working alongside with community is not a thing, but the momentum and the weight.
Now I want you to tell us or tell the audience what you're explaining and what I heard from her. It did not start on a bread and butter relationship.
No.
I want you to tell us your experience as chief of our community service, how you went in and how you were being accepted by the community.
So we got something what we call community entry, which is very germane and key in community policing. As a law enforcement officer, how you enter the community, you don't just penetrate to the community without you meeting stakeholders. So we did our stakeholder analysis, meeting up with potential leader within the community. She's the chairperson, her leadership. We met with them to understand the problem, to understand the issue, the nitty-gritty of the issues, the issue regards to, police and community relationship. We were needed to be able to strengthen the relationship between law enforcement and that of the community. So we went using the door-to-door community policing approach, meeting the needs of the community, responding to issue, responding to crime, and also having a communication approach, because you have to be able to exchange communication from the community chairperson to the community leadership to the community member.
To help you fight crimes and restore some level of sanctity. It's just not an easy thing. Others may not want the police to be in Soniwe. So I want to know from you, what motivated your move to approach the police?
Well, so being a leader is, a great task. You have to think beyond. Actually, it wasn't easy, to stand up as a lady, a female, to fight crimes like that.
Yeah.
So we were threatening when we took over. We were threatening, people threatening us that they would burn our houses, they would attack us. It wasn't easy. But any corner of the community that you pass, you will see people taking injuries. So crimes were like, on the increase. There was no control, and we could not sit, to allow it happen, because everybody was like tired. But who to help? Who to stand up? Who the brave person that would ready stand up to, fight this crime? Like everybody was just waiting for one person to stand up. And now what happened in my case? So when I wake up, I told the leadership, I said, we need to do something. And every one of them bought the idea. Even though there were a lot of people, because like my community is a foundational something. People who grew up, who have their horses, their father properties, they are the one involved into it. So to fight crimes that is not small thing. When the leadership embraced the idea, we started hearing different information. We will fight back, we will do this, but the leadership stood by me. The elder council, the executive, I discussed it with them in serious meeting. They say, yes, we need to move. So the first office we met was Commissioner 4. We brought our plaque, and he gave us some advices. He went in our community, we had some meeting, we had some awareness. He could not solve the problem. So we went by in our closet, and we wrote directly to the police RG. He called Commission 4 again and gave us strong money, and they went into our community. But before going there, we have a team. They conducted a training, our watch front. The first watch front team we had, the community people telling the children that if you people dare to come to us, to even arrest us, we will go from house to house. Some of you are sleeping already outside, you have a outside and door.
Yeah.
So the entire group, out of 35 men, the group reduced to 5. Later, out of 5, we only had 2. We have to.
2 members of the community.
Yes, yes. So we have to do new recruitment.
Why was it dropping?
Out of fear.
Parents were telling the children.
Parents, of course. In fact, those those that are in the crimes, to go to your house directly off here and tell your parent, if you advise your child, we'll do that one, we'll do that one. So like the fear reduce the group. So we have to carry on awareness and start telling people the crime is not good. When we live in the community, your children coming out, they are going to school, nothing else they see, nothing else they practicing. So from the information we continue to give them in our general meetings, in our, blocks meetings, that awareness, people started, getting to themselves and say, this is not good, we cannot continue to live with this. That's how they embrace the idea. And then we have the second training with the commissioner and his team. So
how many person are we talking about right now with the WASH team?
We still have challenge. We train about 25, but as I speak, we only have 8. Yeah, but the good news is we have another group that have, getting up and they are ready to help the community. So I informed Commissioner 4, he said we need to train, and so we are working on that.
So the issue of membership, how is it done? How are you people recruiting members into the WASH team?
So we first send a citation in the community to general announcement, and then those that recruiter will come. In the presence of the police, we invite the community members, and then we'll call their name one by one. Are you satisfied with John Brown? If the audience say yes, then we place you one side. When you say no, we'll take it from the
public vetting.
Yeah, vetting.
Okay. Fourth, I'm getting to understand your job and her job come with a lot of risks.
Yeah, of course.
When you have people threatening their case and making sure that they do not form part of the WASH team that will provide security for the community. How are you managing? Because this news coming from all of Soniwe, I don't know whether it's the same news that you're getting across the country.
So there will always be the case,
especially when it comes to the formation of a WASH team.
DCP, there will always be the case of criminal will not like people who want to safeguard their communities. And that's the feedback and opposite reaction we always receiving as law enforcement officers. So those who are voluntary, that's why we train them in a special way that they will also be able to understand and take precaution of their first preservation in the state of nature.
Yeah.
To be able to protect yourself first. So we don't allow them to expose themselves, be very confidential, in reporting issues of crime or whatever. So, and what we also did was that to be able to collaborate, with the department within the Liberian National Police, the patrol, the PSU, and other units, to be able to strengthen our, coordination approach with regards to what unfolding within the community. In giving our information. Our intelligence-led policing is also been there. People giving information with regards to what is unfolding, and then of course we can be able to move straight in to be able to arrest who be criminal or whoever, and that's just what we did within a twinkle of eyes. It was a surprise issues, and it was well coordinated. It was well formatted. Everyone was there, and all of the units. And we moved into the community, and people were arrested. People were being found with drugs. Traffickers were arrested, sent to court. Some of them even came up boldly to the church. Some of them even took themselves and left the community.
Okay.
They left the community because they cannot withstand. So the issue of that's why we continue to advise all of the communities area. Every community, you have a responsibility, because law enforcement officer can never fight crime without the acquiescence of the community, without information of the community. And that's the reason why the fighting of success of crime depends on community dwellers. But the thing is that she's saying, you remember, people within the community, they are shielding criminals. They are shielding criminals. And if you want for your community to be free, you don't put the responsibility on the police. We are there to protect life and property, but you are to help the police to be able to give us information, to be able to fight crime. So if we have people who are shielding criminals, hiding drugs, doing this, property owner, this, that, and that's what we told the community people, that this time around there is a dynamic change and shift with any community formation. So you will have a strong law, that will be censored by the court, that people who fall prey within this manner, people who, facilitate crime and criminal, they will also be arrested. You understand? And those are the kind of, things that we did, give this mandate to our people.
This is the Police Dialogue, a public service program produced by the Liberia National Police. It's being carried live on Sky FM 107.1, and also being streamed on the official page of the Liberia National Police. Today, we are discussing community policing with the Soniwen community under the spotlight. Its chairlady, Madam Lavina Kringa, is here to tell us about the relationship the community has built with the Liberia National Police and the benefits that are now coming out of that relationship. When we come back, we'll dive more into crime-related issues within the community and how the community has been able to address it in collaboration with the Liberia National Police.
Police Dialogue. Join the Liberia National Police and community leaders for weekly conversation on safety, rights, and road safety. Tune in on the official LNP Facebook page, Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Have you ever wondered how the Liberia National Police keep our community safe? Want to know your rights in the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a safer Liberia. Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Police Dialogue. Join the Liberia National Police and community leaders for weekly conversation on safety, rights, and road safety. Tune in on the official LNP Facebook page, Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Have you ever wondered how the Liberia National Police keep our community safe? Want to know your rights in the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community.
Thank you for rejoining us on the Police Dialogue. It comes your way every Tuesday and Thursday. And like I said, we are featuring the Soniwen community chairlady and we're discussing police community relationship. We also have with us in studio the Chief of Community Services here at the Liberia National Police. Thanks to A.B. Dukley. He's following this live from the United States of America. Thank you to T. Tibesin Sida. Tibesin is also following. Thanks to Joel Moore. Joel Moore is also following this important program. 7 Days is following this program. Augusta Key is following. And a lot of people are following this all-important program from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Later on, we'll call the names of others who are following. As you follow the show, kindly share the show so that other people can get to know about it so that they can be able also to participate. I'll go back to Madam Kringa. Madam, now that you are collaborating with the Liberia National Police, tell us about the crime rate and drug-related activities in Soniwen.
Well, since our collaboration, things have changed. Today, we are working freely in our community and we are, close with the police because currently we have the police station in our community. They are there and in terms of crimes, we call upon them. But it's not like before where, somebody will check your phone and everybody afraid to talk no.
Yeah.
You dare not to try in the public because you'll be arrested by the citizen and taking you to the police station. So
it's a whole new level right now.
New level.
Looking at non-collaboration with the police and looking at collaboration with the police.
Yes, so the collaboration.
That it has influenced the rate of crimes.
Yes, it has actually reduced the rate of crime. Like before, for people to speak out in the public about just, it was something that difficult. But like 2 meetings ago now, people stood in the meeting, in the general meeting, and beating their chest and said they are ready to join. The watch forum they are going to give intelligence, and they even started calling names of those dealers that come into the communities. So it have changed because before community members were not everybody out here, but today you have a lot of people waiting. On my phone, people call me, give me intelligence. A lot of information that have been coming. So it's like the awareness that the policemen giving So everybody now, they are wake up and they are prepared, to protect their community and the future of our children. So it have changed. And some of the benefit today we have is the police station, the needed bill police station that we have in our community, and how it came about through the same collaboration with the police, through Commissioner Ford to the police director, Honorable Aji. I want to say thank you, because when we wrote it, these were some of the things that were mentioned in our communication, that we need a police station within our community, because there are different crimes. To just fight one is difficult, so we need the presence of the police within our community. And in a general meeting, we have the Honorable Lawmaker, Honorable Toast, who pledged to buttress the effort of the police to build a whole, modern police station. And the police station will be, let's say, the second to the central building of the Liberian National Police.
Ready?
Because it's a modern building, yes. Okay. So these are some of the benefits. It's ongoing. On the second slide, it's an upstairs building.
Oh,
yes, a decent place.
You need to take a look.
So these are some of the benefits that we are actually getting as a community, because we did not sit, we wake up, we pull up bravery. We did not, wait for the police to come to, or we walk to the police, because we wanted our community and our children to be protected.
As an individual, what changes have you observed in the attitude of youth since this collaboration?
Well, there have been huge difference. Like our youth, they are no longer focusing on going back to school or breaking appropriate programs. But just yesterday, we have meeting with a whole group of youth, about 20 to 25, that they want to do this beauty pageant within the community. And the last time, we received another group that carry on spelling bee, which the leadership sponsor. And even sport, before we now had some of the program in our community, no, it was dumber. Nobody had time for sport, nobody had time for beauty pageant, everybody was just doing just business. It was that normal business. Other go still somebody business, market, just, things like that. But there are difference now in our youth. They are thinking straight, they are bringing up programs that even the leadership is now supporting. We even took part in the district spelling bee, the 22 community in district number 8. And guess what? We went to the grand final.
Wow.
On the 14th, we'll be doing the final. So, like Sony West community and Parish Creek, they are the one in the race out of 22 communities. So, to tell you that the dwellers now, the youth of the community, they are taking on, how to improve their life, and they are no longer having time or paying attention to drugs anymore.
Oh, good news coming out of the Sony West community. We are now preparing to have our officer of the day, and we also take our court of the day, and we have Madam Lavina Kringa, chairlady of the Sony West community, and today we're discussing the efforts that both the community and the police are making to restore sanctity and to beat the crime rate within that community. And the news coming out of the community, very, very much good, very much successful, thanks to DCP Ford, who has been doing a marvelous job. At this time, we take the quote for the day, and it is unknown. When the community and the police listen to each other, everyone will. Do you agree?
Yes.
Are we for winning now?
Of course.
Okay, great. So, Ford, what do you say about this quote?
I mean, that's it. That's the essence of police and community working together. Everyone wins. The community will be safe, and the police officer too will also have a way to be safe in terms of protecting the people.
Okay, the police dialogue, the quote for the day: when the community and police listen to each other, everyone walk away as a winner.
So
there's the kind of a relationship that we are trying to forge with all of the communities. If you live in a different community and want to have the police in your community, you want to work with the Liberian National Police, Samuel Ford is here. He's the Chief of Community Service. Come to his office or invite him. Just give him a telephone call. He will be right at your door.
But Sam, we are not even waiting. We are moving proactively. You understand? To be able, because it is our responsibility to be able to get on the field. And that's why we continue to inform all of the officers to be sensitive to community policing approach, because we have to be more alike within the communities to work alongside with the community. And that's why we are empowering the community people. To get police clearance, you must go through the community leader. Problem solving with regards to different issues, misdemeanor offenses, the community will have their input. When the community leader fail, then of course they come to the police. It means that you as an individual, you have a problem, you have an issue.
Okay, at this point, we like to open our lines to the public. This show is being carried live on Sky FM 107.1. You can now call us on 0770-800-1630. 0770-800-1630. And WhatsApp, you can get to us by sending a text message or calling us direct on +231 777 894747. Okay, let's take this caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How you doing? And welcome to the Police Dialogue. Where are you calling us from?
Okay, this is Richard for you and the Secretary General of Sonoma Community.
Mr. SG, it's good to have you on. What is your contribution to the show?
So I want to say thank you first of all to my boss today, who is doing extremely well in the studio there.
Certainly.
Presenting the case of Sonoma Community. I'm proud of my boss today. Thank you very much, Lovina. And I also want to say thank you to the Commissioner 4. I want to use this public medium to appreciate Commissioner 4 because I've not been knowing him, but for the shortest period of time that I've interacted with him, when our community near the police the most, he volunteered, he came to aid us in the fight against drugs in our community. So I want to say, Commissioner, thank you so much. May God continue to give me the grace and the power and the braveness to fight crimes in the various communities.
Thank you so much. Thanks for calling.
You asked a question, quickly, you asked a question to my boss today as to how Sonoma used to be. Sonoma used to be a trusted point for drugs. Sonoma used to be compared to a certain in called Rio de Janeiro. There's a community there where you find so gangsters live there. That's how Sonoma was. You could barely find 100 good young men living in Sonoma community without being involved into crimes and drug activities. But when this community, they just took over, that was our aim and objective. We said we need to fight drugs. When our boss, Madam Lovina, brought the idea, he said drugs is killing our community, so we cannot sit here as leaders and watch our community being destroyed on a daily basis by crime and drugs. So all of us bought the idea because we used to sit and see this thing happening. So we all met together and decided to break the storm and take the bull by the horn. Even though there were a lot of threats, as she said, we were threatening the leadership, all kind of things, doing all kind of things, but yes, we said that if we sit here, this community will be destroyed by crime. So that's how we're going to Commissioner 4. Today, our community today is one of the safest places to live as I speak. So my boss today was listening to some of the activities you asked, what have changed? All the past time, we have never had academic activities in the community. Just recently,
SG, thank you. We have other people staying on the line to call. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, SG. We take this other caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Stephen K. Yanfor, and I call you from district number 8.
Okay, Jeb. What is the contribution to the show?
First of all,
Okay, we lost this caller. Hope he calls back. Put on speaker. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
my name is Morris L. Famole.
Morris, can you tone down the volume of the receiver in the back?
Yeah, you getting me now?
Yeah, I get you. Go ahead.
Okay. I call from the Clay Street, the Kajosi, the Boston Street, the Solomon community, and the chairperson of education or this leadership what you got discussing. I want to tell the chairperson of this community, thank you. For most of the time, the discussion on the drugs issue, which of folks, everyone fought for it. But one of the quick notion that you read, that one of the people will know about that you extremely well.
Okay.
Every year you go to know when you also people be afraid to come to our community. But today, that was change is going on, but yeah, challenges. Who know that.
All right.
Thank
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have another caller from Minnesota, Cyrus McGee. Cyrus, welcome to the program.
Thank you, DCP Colby. It's good to be watching you live from Minnesota. I'd like to commend you and 122 Clark for the innovation. Setting up this platform, I think it's an added advantage to the Liberian National Police when it comes to information dissemination. And I'd like to say thanks to your your guest, for the expo.
Go ahead, Cyrus.
The key community. Thanks for all the work that you do. The war over, the police work becomes easy. Wide and far across the country can listen and get information as it relates to the police and the community. Thanks to you again, and it's good joining you from Minnesota here.
Thank you so much, Cyrus, and thank you for following the police dialogue from Minnesota. And keep sending in your calls on 0770-800-163, and so that your voice can be heard on this all-important program. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm a working demo from Solomon community to Blackbeard.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I listened to our chairperson having a speech for explanation, and he very explained things are really happening in the community. But then, one thing I never appreciate when it comes to the issue of the trust, where we know the people in Solomon community are very much honorable. Getting drugs and things and these are for effort. We're able to be to make sure that we went to the community service department and whatever to censure 2 days. We make it. We succeeded in the process today that we are moving into one community freely. So I would like to appreciate the community service commission, rather, that the effort you make where our land was to be clean. He gave us the encouragement that we can still get the land, and we went through that process. Up to this, there is police station that will be already in our communities. So the background, I appreciate.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Keep putting in your calls on 0770-800-163. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from? Hello.
Hello.
Stop listening to the radio that you monitor and listen to me directly on the phone. Your name and where you calling from?
Is this Sky FM?
Yeah, this is Sky FM. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead. This is the police dialogue on Sky FM.
Okay, you speaking with Wilfred Carr Hilton, and I call this afternoon from Jarraston.
Thank you, Wilfred. What's the contribution?
Okay, firstly, let me commend the chairperson because she spoke as passionately as she was eloquent. These are the kind of leaders that we need in a society, to work collaboratively to ensure community safety. And I must appreciate her effort and that of the police as well for making Sonowe a safe community.
Thank you so much for your participation.
Okay.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Feniko Dwayne.
Welcome to the police dialogue. What is the concern?
I want to tell you people very much. Thank you for this show. And big thanks to the cheerleaders. Because today, if we can live peacefully in our community, it takes God. I'm all of the resident, the pioneer of this community. I was born here and I grew up here. I knew how terrible our community used to be, especially for the location of my house on Warren Street, where at 6 o'clock, everybody afraid entering our houses because of the criminal activity. You will see the jacking people, phone chat people with cutlasses. But now I can sit on the street, contact up to 12 rooms selling, no stealing, nobody attacking you. I want to tell God, thank you for our leadership. And a big thanks to the cheerleaders.
Thank you so much.
She has never had it before. She's doing extremely well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for working in line with her.
Thank you so much for participating on the show.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, or the lady that just spoke. I'm the husband of all, the co-chair of the Elder Council Board, Pastor Stephen Doyen. We want to bless God greatly for that lady, our iron lady in the studio. We live in this community for the past 20 plus years. And for what we have seen concerning her, my dear brother, we just bless God for her. There are many, 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 many things that she is doing that we least expected of her. So we want to give God the glory for her. We want to give God the glory for what she has done in this community and what she is still doing. No more drugs, like where you see people smoking all in the street, as my wife just said. We don't find that again.
And I know you are also grateful for the police involvement in the process.
For sure, greatly. Through our leadership, we found police coming in our meetings, and all of our meetings we found police, we found DEA are moving all over. So we really want to be grateful for her.
Thank you, sir.
And there's a pastoral network that is here in our community by the name of Agape. Agape been praying, which this organization has to do with 28 churches. This organization been praying to God until today. We see the manifestation of our prayer has not come to pass. So we just want to be grateful to that lady with you in the studio, and God should give her wisdom to lead us until and until. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yeah, Dima, where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Samuel Zah, and I joined the conversation from C-Town. First of all, I cannot express how proud I am to see one of the towering voices from the female community of our district presenting such beautifully. I think she spoke very well, and I'm pleased. Some of us who know Madam Lovina Kranga knows what she stands for, and the transformation of Sonia Wayne from a positive perspective is indicative of her leadership ability. In the yesteryears, the Sonia Wayne community was known to be a place of gangsterism, a place whose name ignites terror and fear in the hearts and ears of many dwellers. But today, I think Sonia Wayne is now safe and peaceful, and all thanks and appreciation go to Madam Kwanga. For some of us who are not residents of the community or know her, will always support her, will always contribute to her, and will also help to spread the message in a positive way possible. So I want to say thank you, and I appreciate your show, and I want to see Liberian National Police should not stand. This community awareness is essential for the safety of our state and our society and our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will take two more callers, and then we'll take our officer of the day and go right back to Madam Kanga and ACP Ford. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you calling from?
Okay, good afternoon, sir. My name is Alice Cooper Sumi. Currently calling from San Antonio City. I'm monitoring part of the Facebook. The former police personnel, former community policing officer. So I just called to applaud my boss in studio, and I also called to applaud the leadership of the Solomon community, the GL leader in studio. I think along with the police, they are doing tremendously well, and that is the role of the police to ensure that the peace, exists to community. And I think with the new leadership of the police, I believe that the police is not just unique to Solomon community. There are other communities who are also benefiting, the safety of identity-free community, because I got my place also in Montreal there around the 540 end. I mean, before then, people go and just sit on the road from the ministerial, from the ministerial complex in between there. There were a lot of criminal activities that are unfolding there. But for reason when I visited town, a lot of people, were saying that, people move around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock a.m. and the place is free of this way, when it comes to law justice and other things, when it comes to implementation of their duties. But with all of that, the police are doing extremely well. So I just want to applaud the police.
Thank you.
I just want to salute my former boss also.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's take our last caller for the day. Hello, caller? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, the caller drop off. Hello?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Timo.
Yeah, Timo, you have 45 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, I will let them appreciate a delivery or a lawmaker for budget in the police station, because when you come to certain states where they learn, they were private. If they somebody want to own it to be a private here, so the lawmaker might do the
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks to all of our callers. Thank you so much. Your inputs were very, very necessary for this show, and to also have others who are monitoring the show via Facebook and also by way of Sky FM, that the police is involved with community police, and the police is reaching out to members of the public. The police will always be your friends. The police are not your enemy. So whenever something happens within your community and the police respond to your community, see them as your friends, see them as your relative. They are there to help you solve the problem and not to escalate the problem. They are not being trained to escalate, but they have been trained to de-escalate. And so community policing is going out the wildfire. We are grateful to have ACP Samuel Ford, G. Ford, who is driving this philosophy of the Liberian National Police, and thanks to Honorable Gregory O.W. Coleman, who has put in all to make sure that the communities are connected to the Liberian National Police, because we cannot win, we cannot do what you want us to do if you continue to resist us. You have to welcome us. We are from the communities. We were recruited from the communities. The officers came from the communities. They came from West Point. They came from Sony, where there are a lot of police officers who came from West Point, who went through the academy, who came from Sony, who went through the academy. So when you see them in uniform, it makes no difference. Accept them. We want to work with all of the community. Today we have on the spotlight Madam Lavina Kangat, the chairlady of our Sony community. Probably in a month from now, we'll have another community chairman. We'll be highlighting another community. So we are here. The Police Dialogue is here to bring you from the community to the studio, so that you can be able to tell us exactly what the collaboration is between your community and the Liberian National Police. You listen to all the callers, Google calls came in, and the people are excited about the kind of a job that you continue to do there in Sonu. What you make up of all the calls that came in?
Well, so I'm happy to get the response that we are getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did not just happen like that. It's hard work. Yes, I don't know.
No. Go ahead.
So we are happy. At least the response is good, because in the past the community was terrible, as you said. So we listen to them, and they are testimony to everything that happened into the community. Even the community members today, everybody are free. They are safe. We have a good environment for our children. They cannot play, their football. They cannot play their NAFO compared to the past, where there is no space, because every little space was used as a draw spot, to transact draws. But today, the case is different.
Ford should use a word called testimony. And from what I heard the callers are saying, it speaks to the work that you're doing.
Yeah. I'm so happy that we are getting the kind of positive response from the community.
Yeah.
And like I always say to them, the issue of community policing relationship is about sustainability. How will you be able to sustain? Don't relax, and that's the reason why we make sure that we are getting feedback, going back into every time we send people in the community, we make sure that we engage, continue engagement, and continue approach, so that the fever cannot, die. that's the essence of community policing. So it's something that we want to commend the community dwellers, but also we are telling them also that don't feel relaxed, continue the engagement as they are said, and we're going to make sure that those people that are supposed to be trained to be added up to the watch team, community watch team, and we're going to make sure that I'm sure the Inspector General of Police is going to support this to be able to train additional men, especially for the festive season and activities that is unfolding, which is very key for every one of us in within the community. Okay. So I'm really impressed of what.
So as we prepare to take our officer of the day, is a segment on the show where we highlight the officers, and today we are featuring the commander of the Emergency Response Unit, the ERU, Officer ACP Tamar Foko is our officer of the day. He's the current commander of the Emergency Response Unit. We salute you. Thanks for what you do for your country. Thanks for all the sacrifices that you are doing. Thanks for the professional leadership that you are exhibiting at the ERU. Thanks so much for keeping the men in control. Thanks so much for making yourself available to serve your country. Our officer of the day is ACP Tamar Foko. Congratulations to you, Tamar Foko, for staying tall among officers here at the Liberia National Police and for being showcased on this all-important program as the officer of the day. Congratulations again. Madam, this relationship, as we get closer to the end of the show, I want to know from you, what are you witnessing from the police in this relationship? Are you witnessing more patrol or other activities within your community from the Liberia National Police?
Yeah, so the collaboration with the police and the community, we have a smooth collaboration because since they are present in my community, almost all of the, directors, I have their numbers. Whenever I call upon them, when they're province, they come. So I want to say thanks to CO2 from Slipway. He also has been a help to us. The CPO, we are not in the police system, but we know them because of the relationship now. Yeah. We are established because of the collaboration. So they are working smoothly in our community. And we have one Lucini, I'm forgetting the last name. He's one of the guys who in the community are already working. He understands the community because they still have a lot of violent people, but he know how to approach them. He know how to calm them down. I want to say thank you to when you are listening. I want to say thanks to our lawmaker who, purchase our effort and make our dreams come true by building a modern police station. And his, let me say excellency, the RGP, he listening to the community because when we say our communication, we're like, community like us, I wonder he will listen to us. But the moment the communication reached in your office, he took action. I want to say thanks to every one of them. And we never stop praising Commissioner Ford. For every time we praise him, we say, no, I'm not a boss, but Commissioner Ford, I want to say thank you. We'll continue to praise you. And everyone, who helped to bring peace to safety to Soniwan community, including the dwellers. There are a lot of dwellers too that support the idea. I want to say thanks to every one of you. And our powerful leadership, we want to say thank you for standing by me. Today we are, successful because you gave us your support also. We want to say thanks to everyone for their effort in bringing safety to our community, and thanks to the organizer of this show.
I think there's a be a party comment now.
Yeah, so the relationship is actually smooth. Yes. As I said today, I can sit and name a lot of police and call their titles because of the smooth collaboration that we have with the police. He's a big man, but whenever we call him to, he listens. So because of the police relationship, the collaboration, we are free to sit with the police. There is no more fear. Police will go arrest you before you will be like, I'm not going anywhere because the fear of the uniform. But today you can work with the police because they are good, they protect you, they protect life and property. They are very intelligent. The police we are experiencing now that we have, they are very, very intelligent and they know how to handle cases. We want to say thanks to the Liberian National Police for their effort. Please continue to do your work, especially the patrol team. Please continue to do your work. We love you all.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Yes, thanks so much. This is so encouraging, and we want to use the opportunity to inform all community leaders, people within the community to emulate example of. We got many of them. You know, one of the community leaders, the late Madam Garnett from Shara community. Oh, she was. I was even planning to have her to be in the studio. Also, she just like her. Okay. You know, she was a kind of person. So we want to say to our community leaders, now community leadership is not all about, you know, being the chairperson. No. Oh, I'm the chairman. So we want to encourage them that we are here to work alongside with them. There is a section responsible for community policing. We may not reach to everybody, but through this kind of awareness and what have you, we want you to please kind of take approach and make opportunity to come to our office. If we don't have we will reach to you. We are reaching out to a lot of communities, but if we don't reach to you, please reach to us. Our doors are open, and that's the essence of collaborating our effort to be able to resolve crime, to solve crime and other social disorder within our community. Community policing is one of the best approaches that is being sanctioned all around the world, and we can only succeed if the community collaborate with us. Our law enforcement officer also participate within it, and we can be a winner, and everyone will be a winner.
Okay, so let's see what our Facebookers are saying, and let's take the comments.
Yeah,
and from there we wrap up. This is the Police Dialogue. Is live on Sky FM 107.1. We are so much grateful to the management team at Sky FM who have made it their business to broadcast this show every Tuesday and Thursday, even special editions. They are here. We take this comment from Jake Rados. I am following from the Sonowe community, Jungle Yard. Thank you, Jake. Thank you so much for following the show. Emmanuel Peters, following from Addis Ababa. Thank you, Emmanuel. Shaka Kone, F. Kone, following from my architectural drafting studio, Monrovia, Liberia. Thank you. Abbas Kamara, watching from the USA. Thank you so much, Abbas. Okay, great. 7 days. Crown Prince during evening hours is at the greater level in more communities. However, police cooperation with the communities can better resolve the problems. Thank you so much, 7 days. Do we have more coming up? I'm following from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Thank you so much. Okay, I remain grateful for this platform. Community engagement is fundamental to policing. Yeah. Happy pre-birthday, Madam Chairlady. Oh, your birthday is coming up? When is that?
Friday.
Okay. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Jake, for having all the reminder of the Chairlady birthday. Watching from Minneapolis, Timothy Harris. Thank you, Timothy, for following us. Tonia Brooks, when will the police start recruitment? Keep following the show. Keep following the show. The Inspector General is advocating, is asking the national government for the necessary resources to make sure that we add new numbers to the Liberian National Police. Thanks to all those who have been following the Police Dialogue. Is here every Tuesday and Thursday. We are grateful to all those who follow us by way of Facebook and those who have been following by way of Sky FM 107.1. Thanks to the management team. Thanks to Masade, who comes here every Tuesday and Thursday to make sure that this show is carried live. Thanks to the production crew. Thanks to Madam Lovina Kanga for leaving a busy schedule to sit on this all-important program. I know that you had a wonderful time here interacting with your community. Thanks also to Samuel Ford, who is the Assistant Commissioner of Police for Community Services. Thanks to the Inspector General of Police, the biggest fan of this program. And thanks to everyone for watching. My name is Deputy Commissioner Sam Collins. I'm your host. Thursday, I'll be back. When I return on Thursday, we'll be speaking to two former peacekeepers of the Liberian National Police who will share their respective experiences with us about what it means to be a peacekeeper. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a safer Liberia. Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Police Dialogue, join the Liberian National Police and community leaders for weekly conversation on safety, rights, and road safety. Tune in on the official LIB Facebook page, Police Dialogue, working together for peace, protection, and progress. Have you ever wondered how the Liberian National Police keep our community safe? Want to know your rights and the role you play? Introducing Police Dialogue, an interactive public service podcast. Each week, senior officers, law enforcement experts, the community leaders discuss crime prevention, community policing, road safety, and how citizens can help. Tune in, ask questions, be a part of the conversation that builds a safer Liberia.